Hello Leo, and welcome to the Soul Sunday session for the 24th of February. Leo, very quick 3-card spread, one for mind, body and soul. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Leo. Please tell me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, body and soul? Starting with the mind. 1 card, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. You got 2. Knight of Stars, the Adventurer, and 5 of Stars, Diversity. So, interesting, Leo, this is kind of fire energy. So, it speaks about passion. Also speaks about needing to defend yourself. The card that's come up for you this week in terms of your body or your physical health is relationship. So maybe you've got some challenging relationships around you at the moment, Leo. Or maybe it's the fact that you're lacking in a romantic relationship. Can I have a card, please, in terms of their soul reading for the week ahead? Please show me. Whoop. I want this one. Motion. I don't actually think I have ever pulled this card, so that'll be an interesting one for both of us. It's funny because the cards as they stand, a Knight of Stars and the 5 of Stars. The Knight of Wands is the fastest, other than the Knight of Swords, but is a fast-moving knight, right? Coupled with the 5 of Stars, it speaks about being defensive. And I feel like it's maybe you've acted too hastily in a situation and you've pushed someone that's very close to you away. The card of relationship, it's really interesting. It can speak about a romantic relationship, it can speak about a friendship, or it can speak about our family members. And then the card of motion, this is interesting because I feel like, even though I don't think I've ever pulled it or read it, I feel like it's very much talking about getting back into flow with the universe out of being out of alignment. But Knight of Stars, the Adventurer, as it's called in this deck, is really an interesting energy to get when it comes to your mindset, right? So in traditional tarot, this is often what the player card, right? Oops, sorry. Hopefully you're still there. I just knocked the camera over. The player card. So this is the cad. Sorry about that, Leo. This is the cad, the one that comes charging in. Generally, you'll hear a lot of readers refer it to as the one-night stand kind of card. But in this book, it's a totally different description. It talks about an adventurer, right? And taking a journey within, I think, when it comes to mindset. Sorry about that camera. What's interesting is the description here says, life is an adventure. With every journey, you become spiritually fitter. Each moment holds an opportunity to experience life in its fullness. The King of Stars dares you to take on a new adventure. Your soul is craving love, fun and excitement of exploration. Allow this supernova of energy to invoke, inspire and incite dreams or a transformation. Initiate your free will by opening your heart. You may be inspired to take a holiday, change your residence or workplace, or to transform your inner or outer self. Whatever it may be, it will have you feeling more alive and centered. When you allow yourself to go with the natural flow, your dreams and desires will begin to manifest. What's interesting, Ryan, is I talked about this card of motion, about being in flow with the universe, and I feel like at the moment you're out of alignment, right? 5 of Stars, diversity that goes with it. 5 speak about change. And 5 of Wands speaks about competition, right? Obstacles, competition, struggle, despair, that kind of thing. The key words of this card are diversity eludes your dreams. Knowing what you don't want is the first step in discovering your truest desires. So it's almost like figure out what you don't want in order to make a step this week or take an adventure or in order to go out on your own. You're already thinking about this kind of stuff, Leo. So for some of you, maybe it's about, I've talked about this a few times in many love readings for you. For some of you, I feel like it's like ending a relationship. A cycle's come to an end and it's time to move on. And for others of you, it's about recommitting to one and making one work, but actually recommitting and letting stuff go. Five of Stars mirrors outer or inner conflict. It feels like an invisible barrier is blocking your path. Irritations, annoyances, or obstacles seem to be mounting and threatening to overwhelm you. Take a breath. You have not done anything wrong, so there is no need to take a challenge personally. Step back to regain a balanced perspective, devoid of reactions, and solutions will soon drop into your mind. This card encourages you to be steadfast in your self-belief. There is no need to defend, justify, or push against anything. This is a time to realign with your center. Is what I was talking about. Both of these cards talks about coming back into alignment, coming back into flow, finding your true center, your true core. What's interesting, all of the body cards so far have been about stuff to do with bigger picture, right? And yours is relationship. It's focused back on relationship. Obviously, I'm asking for a card on each different section, but they all relate together in the reading. And for you, I feel like for some of you, obviously not all Leos are the same, but for some of you, it's really driving you to look at your current relationships. The description of the card says, it helps you with all forms of healing, including emotional healing within relationships. Archangel Raphael sends you this card to indicate that he's assisting you with the relationship and health issues, especially when both are entwined. Raphael can help you maintain clear and loving communication with other people, as well as resolve misunderstandings from the past. After all, the healing angel knows in the health benefits of a heart that's filled with love, peace, and compassion, right? So it's talking about, again, this communication, standing in your truth, being aligned, having and accepting diversity, Leo, right? And particularly, this could be in your most intimate relationship, or it could, as I said, be with family or friends. It goes on to say, ask for help from other people about this situation. A message about a new romantic relationship is forthcoming. A new person will help you with this situation. Trust your intuition about the relationship you're asking about and be willing to forgive the person in question. It's not always easy for you to do, Leo, because when you're wounded, you tend to take it pretty personally. You tend to be the lion that kind of sits in the corner and licks his wounds quietly and just kind of sulks a little bit. Don't take that personally. That's just how it is. But I feel like if you can rise above it and stand in your truth and accept that everyone's different, everyone has an element of being diverse, then you'll do quite well. Motion. Quite keen to read this card. Okay, so cause and effect. Know that what you want for the future and act accordingly. So it comes back to really deciding what it is that you want, right? Being in flow with the universe. That's what I said before. Be aware of the forces influencing your decisions. A spoke in the wheel is a mirror setback, not a disaster. Deal with it quickly and move on. Shifting a single limiting belief will release a flood of creativity, insight, and confidence. Replace hoping for change with acting for change. You have the power to free yourself from the lingering sense of guilt and fear that is holding you back. You can choose to let go or you can hold on. For some of you, that's to do with a relationship, right? This card encourages you to release the blocks in your otherwise divine plan and be free. Remove the debris of doubt and be moved to hope as love and clarity flow within you once more. Flow and be aligned to the universe, Leos. I wish you much love and light. If you found this reading helpful, please hit the like button and I'll be back with you guys next week. Take care.